Yo, what's up my guys? Jenny was say the wait is finally over.
Yeah, and CAPUCHIN TV brings you exciting news for the youth this year 2024 with the youth program called
Form Ni Faith. In this particular program, we will be bringing you Bible trivias.
We have discussions, we have talent show for those ones who love to showcase their talents like singing.
I do what I can while I care for my people.
Modeling,
oral narratives, spoken words.
Hey, stop walking while I'm talking. Nataka kuji-express, at least nito stress. Even if I can smile, it's only for a while. Yesu anakudai, that's why he accepted to die on the cross, to remove your dilemma and to give you a new direction.
Catch us on every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only at CAPUCHIN TV.
You can also get the repeat shows every Wednesday from 7 p.m. again only on CAPUCHIN TV. And remember,
if you would love us to come and cover your event, you can contact us on 0717-424-866. Form New Faith with your favorite host, Maureen Kimani.
And I, Maggie Maina.
Come all to enjoy in Christ. A very good afternoon to you. Hello, dear viewer. Welcome back to our Form New Faith youth show right here on CAPUCHIN TV, and of course with me, Maureen Kimani, and my co-host Maggie Maina, where we bring you conversation concerning youth, that is from mental health, discussion, Bible trivias, and today we have a very hot topic, that is debate. And I'm sure some of us, and of course yourselves, have been able to engage yourselves. Back in high school, you went to do motion 3, and today our motion is: does the increasing integration of technology in society strengthen or weaken the practice and expression of Christian faith? And would love to hear from you. What do you want to say, or maybe what is your experience? And so you can be able to share that on our feedback channels, that is CAPUCHIN TV phone. You can do that on 0717-424-866, or you can use our SMS number, that is 21760. So welcome to the discussion. But before that, allow me to introduce my co-host Maggie. Hi.
Hello,
please say hi to our dear viewers.
Hello everyone. Yes, hello everyone. Karibuni sana to Form Ni Faith. Remember, this is the TV show for the youth, by the youth. And Maureen, I'm so very excited for today's topic. I mean, matters integration of technology and how it basically affects our Christian faith. It's very, very interesting. Yes.
Okay, and of course we're not doing this alone. We have some panelists here in the studio, and they will be introducing themselves, telling us who they are, where they're from, and what is their expectation as a conversation today is concerned. So karibuni nyinyi nyote. Hello. Starting on my right. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Maureen. My name is Duncan Makoha, and from the Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds. And my expectation today is just to have a very interesting and fun discussion. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Duncan, for making time. Yes, moving on.
So my name is Bernstain, again from the Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds team. My faith from St. Francis of Asisi Catholic Church, Ruiru. And I'm looking forward to having a very interactive session with the viewers, of course, so you can ask questions and indulge in the conversation as we go.
All right, thank you for making time, at least for your faces. It's not for the first time you're coming here at CAPUCHIN TV. Yes. We have had you here at our Health Corner show, that is on Friday. So welcome back again. And now moving on, we have our new faces here. Kindly say hello to our viewer and tell them who you are and what you do.
Hello, my name is Philip Radoli. I'm a final year student at KU. I'm also a youth leader and a data analyst. I fellowship at St. Francis of Asisi, Ruiru Parish. I am here to learn, to relearn, and to unlearn, and I'm happy to be here also. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, to our lady, last but not least. You know, they said ladies first, but we gave you the last, position. But please say hello.
Okay, my name is Akinyi. I'm from University. Dear student, and I fellowship at St. Christopher Kimbo, and I want an interactive session and to enjoy.
Okay, awesome. Karibuni, thank you for the introduction part. All of you are from the Archdiocese of Nairobi. Awesome. Yes, Maggie, kindly take it over from there.
For sure. Thank you, Maureen. And in today's fast-paced world, we are looking at how technology mixes with Christian beliefs. This debate asks whether technology makes faith stronger or weaker. We'll consider how technology helps us connect with other Christians, read religious texts easily, and attend virtual services and masses. But we'll also talk about how it might weaken our sense of community, blur the lines between what's holy and what's not holy, and bring up ethical questions about things like artificial intelligence and digital privacy. So as we discuss this motion, let us think about the good and the bad side of technology in practicing Christianity. So maybe we can start with the proposers. That is Bernstain and Duncan.
Yeah.
What is your take? What is your take on this? Starting with Duncan.
Thank you so much. As our introduction or our opening remarks, perhaps, or what I'll say is that indeed integration of technology in practice and expression of our faith, it's an advantage to us as a church, it's an advantage to us as faithfuls, because it has made the process easier and accessible to all. Yes.
Okay. Yes, Bernstain.
Just to add on what Duncan has said, integration of technology in our community faith is very, like I would say, something that is to go by, because you find that having integrated technology into it, there are some things that were initially not being done, but as of now, it's easier doing them. For instance, a sick person might not get out of the hospital bed to come to the church and listen to the gospel. But you find that with the new technology, it's easier, like just having the television, or even as small as the phone. You have your phone, it's just the link that they send to you, and you're able to follow up with the sermon and everything. So it's a good thing to go by.
So would you say that technology has made accessibility to Christian resources easier?
Yes, before my colleague jumps in, I'll say this. Yes, it has made it even easier, or easier than before, because look at it, we all have smartphones. And among the many apps that most of us have is a Bible. All of us, we have a Bible. It means at your free time, at your convenient time, you can be able to access the Word of God in your phone, read it, refer, understand it, as compared to the traditional way whereby we had to carry these, physical books wherever we went to. And of course, to some extent, carrying the physical Bible came with a bit of stigma that, this is the holy than thou, being branded that name. So when you have it, I have it in my phone. No one can know that I have the Bible, but I'm carrying my Bible here, okay, so I can read it anytime. The other thing is that with integration of technology, for example, this channel and many others, I can go back to any masses that were recorded. Like, I fellowship at St. Paul's Chapel, University of Nairobi. Like, if I missed maybe last Sunday's mass, I can quickly go back and refer and just listen to what the homily that was given then, without me going there physically. So integration of technology has made the practice of my faith easier and better than before. Yes.
And actually, to add on that, before Bernstain, you say something, I think a good example we can talk about CAPUCHIN TV is a very good example of integration of technology, because every day we have the morning masses, we have the afternoon masses, and even evening you can be able to follow the conversation and the sermons of the day, and you can be able to learn and strengthen your faith. Yes, Bernstain.
Yes, while still at it, looking at CAPUCHIN TV, we remember when the COVID was there, people were not allowed to mingle in the church and everything. And actually, CAPUCHIN TV was at our church, St. Francis of Assisi, many of the times. So you find that those who are unable to go to the church because of the limitation of the capacity and all that were able to get the information while from home. Again, we have churches that there is the stronghold in some churches whereby you find that if I fellowship at St. Francis of Assisi, it's the only church I can go to. So when I travel abroad, I'll have to be following up on what St. Francis of Assisi Catholic is doing. So it has filled the gap, the distance whereby I'm somewhere, I need to only be able to get the sermon from St. Francis of Assisi, and that's how technology has come in.
Yeah, and then maybe the other one. For example, when we're giving our offerings and our tithes, you know, traditionally we had to, you know, deposit it physically. You had to go to the church and deposit. But nowadays with the till numbers, the bank accounts, you know, I can still do it while I'm in America, I'm in the countryside. I don't have to come to the church physically. So this is really to show us, and I'm really asking my colleagues, the opposers from the other side, to really cross over and just, you know, work with us, because really the technology has brought out the benefits and the good sides of religion as opposed to the negative. Yes.
Thank you so much, Duncan. Maureen, I think we have started off at a very high note.
Yeah, sure.
Because personally, and now I'm very, very curious to hear what the opposers will have to say to counter what the proposers have been saying.
Yeah.
So allow me to start with Camilla. What's your take on technology being integrated into the Christian community life?
Okay, as for me, technology has brought harm. Yeah, since technology, okay, I can say it is expensive. Not all people can access it. Yeah, not all people can buy it. Yeah.
So you feel there's limitation even for the age gap? We say, for example, the youth can be able to access technology, or even the masses, better than even for that old, you know, grandma and grandpa in the society. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, not all places can access that technology. Let's say in the rural areas, not everyone can access it. Yeah, in churches, not all churches in the rural area have access to the technology. Yeah, the devices.
Okay. Philip, what do you have to tell our viewers and the team for proposing right here?
Thank you so much. While my friend Duncan says we should jump to the other side, I think we should do that faster than we even talk about. But he pointed out something very interesting, and I wanted to pick it up from there. He mentioned about having the Bible as an app in your phone. And I wish to rebuttal that, because oftentimes when you have scripture on your phone, you really don't bother much about cramming it or understanding it and making it relevant to your life. Because why do I need to have it in my mind while I can still, you know, brush over through my phone, read it, and, you know, so you don't have the opportunity to have it mastered and have it in the walls of your heart and making it relevant to your life. So that is one thing that I think technology falls short, because then we are not able to understand scripture well, because it's available, it's easy accessible. The other thing that I wish to also counter is the fact that there's a survey that was done in 2021 in the US, and it revealed that 68% of the youth, that is between 18 to 29 years of age, prefer reading printed books, prefer reading the soft book, I mean the hard copy books. And it goes on to reveal that only 9% of the population prefer reading, the e-books. So telling me that having the Bible app in your phone is an advantage it doesn't hold waters, because not many people are able to master scripture and are also able to go through it, because we prefer the social media platforms. You can genuinely say that you have the Bible in your phone, but if we are to track your social media activity, you'll find that many people spend so much time in the social media than reading the Bible in their apps.
Okay. Oh, all right. And I have a quick question to you, Philip, because you talked about reading the Bible from the phones. So, for example, do you feel there's a lot of distraction that comes in when you're reading? Because most of the people, when they have access to their phones, it's either the Wi-Fi is on, the data is on, and as they are reading the Bible, some messages pop up. Do you feel there's a distraction of integration of technology?
Absolutely, and thank you for pointing it out, because I think I missed that point. Yeah, we have a lot of distractions. We have a lot of, maybe messages popping in. Maybe you have a call to make. Maybe you need to reach out to so-and-so. And so the phone poses a challenge. It does more harm than good. And then the other thing that I forgot to mention is when you talk about the mass being streamed and being accessible to people, let us put in mind that we have dioceses or parishes where they don't have this technology, where the internet connectivity is very low, like my colleague Camila pointed it out. When I go back to the village, the connection is a bit poor. So accessing materials online, if I want to, maybe Google, watch a video, YouTube, I have to go to the nearby shopping center. So when we integrate technology, we risk leaving out this bigger percentage of Christians who worship or who fellowship in the rural areas, in the interior. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that insight. I guess, Maggie, what do you have to say about that?
Before I even jump into all that, I'm seeing Camila has a very burning point.
Okay.
To add on Philip's, in the distraction, some Bible apps have ads. So yeah, you can be reading a Bible on your phone and then an ad just pops out. Yeah, so you can find yourself just clicking that ad and taking you somewhere else. So that is a distraction.
Okay. So to the opposers, just for clarification purposes, are you saying that we should go back to the traditional ways of accessing the liturgical resources? So you're saying for this particular youth, instead of going with an e-Bible, they should go with the paper Bible. Instead of going with the songs in their apps, the songs in their phones, they should go to church with the old Golden Bells hymn book and the old Tumshangilie Bwana.
Thank you for that question. And I think while we are moving on with this debate, one thing we need to make it clear is that technology is not the problem, but how we use technology is the problem. Technology has done more good for us, and it's something that we appreciate. But you find that the use of this technology is the problem. The synthesis of this technology is a problem. Having the songs in your phone, having the missal, it is something positive. But then the way we use it, the distractions that come with it, it is a challenge. It is a challenge that we risk. It sort of affects the Christian faith more than the good that comes with it.
Okay.
Interesting. It's getting hot in here, my dear. So I don't know, team proposers, what do you have to comment from whatever Philip and Camila have been able to talk about?
Thank you, Maureen. And I think, just to point out for the record, I think we need to go back to the opposers so that they can give us their points to begin with, because they have not been able to give us their solid points why they feel technology is doing bad to the church than good. Okay? Yes, but I like what Philip says by acknowledging that technology is a good thing. Already it's a show that they are on this side.
Of course, even for yourself, you can be able to say technology can be harmful.
From our side, we don't see that.
Now you're being in denial. Actually, you're saying that to favor your team. But at some point, you can be able to say technology can be harmful at some point. But anyway, take it.
Yes. So just to respond to the point that was brought up about the distraction. One is just to to be truthful, is that whether you are reading an electronic Bible or a physical Bible, hard copy Bible, you are bound to face distractions, because I might be reading a Bible, then a friend passes by, a vehicle passes by. All those are distractions. I'm reading a hard copy Bible, and then the neighbor puts on the loud music. Still distraction. But bottom line is, what is your discipline? What is your self-control? So having that in my phone means I can even read it while I'm transit in a public vehicle, while I'm, you know, somewhere that, you know, I'm not expected to have a Bible. So having that Bible in my phone is doing more good than bad, as the opposers, the opposers will bring it out. Yes.
Okay.
Also, Camila mentioned about some of the limitations of using technology, and she actually said, or she actually talked of many areas are yet to adapt to these new technologies. But then you look at it and see the world is moving very fast in terms of technology. So it will come time when everything will be digital. We moved from an analog wave forward to the digital world, that is. And actually you'll find that if the percentage of those that are at the disadvantaged place and whoever are using technology, those who are using technologies are the ones who are many, compared to the lesser people who are still trying to adapt. They've not like been in a position to say we don't want to do this. They are actually acknowledging it's a positive thing, and they're trying actually as much as they can to see that they are able to be on the side of those who are using technology, in line with the vision of maybe the government, whereby you find recently, maybe in the past years, there was no electricity. But as we look at it now, most of the areas have been developed in terms of security, networks. We have all those concerned members trying to put their boosters and everything just to make sure everything is running on well. And also as well, this song, it actually motivated me, and I would like just to mention it, maybe for the record. This singer from Tanzania who sang the song Shusha Nyavu. Were it not for the modern technology, people could have not like known there existed such a song. Because by the time she was publishing it or making it to the public, we had not advanced to where we are right now. But now that we are advanced, and it just popped up one time, and everybody everywhere saw the song. And you saw even when she had her show at Garden City some days back, we had the urge to go and attend the same.
And the hype.
So I would vote for technology till the end.
Okay. Okay, and maybe before you say something, or before we even take a very short break, I have a question. When you say about the age, we have a PMC in our churches, and sometimes you find that they have the annual mass at Msongari, and how many kids are able to follow those masses? Because sometimes you may find the grown-ups are following the masses more than the kids of which it's meant for them to follow, and sometimes they don't even have their phones. Maybe when they put, we say for example, a capuchin, they want to follow the mass, they have some things they should be doing, either homework, either, making, taking care of the chores at the house, making bed, taking care of their siblings. What do you have to say about that when it comes to the age group?
Maybe I'll go first, and I'll want to ask this to all of us. With the current curriculum in Kenya, are we having the kids going the manual way or the digital way? You find that the CBC curriculum encourages students and pupils to be digital, okay? And just building up on the point my colleague said, the world is moving towards digital technology and what have you. So even the church is part of the world somehow. So we need to move with the wave. So this child, you think that they don't follow up on their masses and what have you. They are the same child or children who are following up the classwork online. Okay, so it only means that we need to modify the content we are giving these children. We can add a bit of cartoons where possible, or those child-friendly kind of videos and what have you, so that they can continue watching. But I know for an adult, we don't need to have those like incentives to attract them or to keep them interested in the whole process. Yeah. So for the children, yes, it's still practical. I would really encourage, and the only thing that maybe I can suggest is that we can modify the content to make it more children use friendly to them. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, so just a question to the proposing team. I'm looking at that one particular youth who is at home and they're asking themselves, why should I go to mass when it can be like streamed on CAPUCHIN TV? Would you say that the integration of technology has actually brought about laziness and laxity among our people, especially in matters, specifically and expressly in matters attending of masses?
And I think, let me cut you short, Bernstain. Before you answer Maggie's question, I'd love you to take a very short break as you continue to think what you're going to say after we come after the break. And of course, to our viewers, you can be able to send your feedback to us on 0717-424-866, and I'm sure the team will be able to answer back to you. And you can share your thoughts about this conversation. What do you think about integration of technology in our churches? So we're taking a very short break, but we will be right back. Stay tuned for that.
Yo, 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 what's up, my guys? Yeah, Jenny was say the wait is finally over.
Yeah, and CAPUCHIN TV brings you exciting news for the youth this year 2024 with a youth program called
Form Ni Faith. In this particular program, we will be bringing you Bible trivias.
We have discussions. We have talent show for those ones who love to showcase their talents, like singing.
I do what I can while I care for my people.
Modeling,
oral narratives, spoken words.
Hey, stop walking while I'm talking. Nataka kuji-express, at least nitoe stress. Even if I can smile, it's only for a while. Yesu anakudai, that's why he accepted to die on the cross, to remove your dilemma and to give you a new direction.
Catch us on every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only at CAPUCHIN TV.
You can also get the repeat shows every Wednesday from 7 p.m. again only on CAPUCHIN TV. And remember,
if you would love us to come and cover your event, you can contact us on 0717-424-866. Form Ni Faith with your favorite host, Maureen Kimani.
And I, Maggie Maina.
Come all to enjoy in Christ.
Este mes quiero contarles una historia que es un reflejo de la iglesia de hoy. Es la historia de un testimonio de fe poco conocido. Visitando un campo de refugiados en Lesbos, un hombre me dijo: Padre, yo soy musulmán. Mi mujer era cristiana. Llegaron los terroristas a nuestro país, nos miraron y nos preguntaron nuestra religión. Vieron a mi mujer con el crucifijo y le dijeron que lo tirara al suelo. Ella no lo hizo y la degollaron delante de mí. Histórico. Sé que él no tenía rencor. Se centraba en el ejemplo de amor de su mujer. Un amor a Cristo que la llevó a aceptar y ser leal hasta la muerte. Hermanos, hermanas, siempre habrá mártires entre nosotros. Es la señal de que vamos por el camino correcto. Una persona que sabe me decía que hay más mártires hoy que al inicio del cristianismo. El coraje de los mártires, el testimonio de los mártires es una bendición para todos. Oremos para que quienes en diversas partes del mundo arriesgan su vida por el Evangelio contagien a la Iglesia su valentía, su impulso misionero. y abiertos a la gracia del martirio.
Welcome back, dear viewer, to our Formally Faith right here on CAPUCHIN TV with me, Maureen Kimani, and my co-host, Magemaina, as we continue with a conversation today that is, does the increasing integration of technology in society strengthen or weaken the practice and expression of Christian faith? What do you have to say about that as we come to our final part and our second part about this conversation? Would love to engage with our panelists right here today with us. And on my far right, we have Duncan, we have Bernstain, and moving on, we have Camila and Philip. Thank you very much, and welcome back to our second part. Maggie, what do you have to say? And I remember before we went for the break, you were having a question to the team proposer.
Of course.
So kindly say hello to our viewer for the second part and continue with your question.
Hello, 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 guys. Welcome back to Formally Faith, again, a show for the youth and by the youth. I had just posed a very serious question to our very serious proposers. What do they have to say in regards to technology bringing about laziness, you know? Especially in matters attending masses?
I would say it's not like encouraging laziness in a way. As I said when we started, there's that sense of belonging in a certain community, which I would refer to my own parish, St. Francis of Asisi, Ruiru. So you find that if not St. Francis of Asisi, Ruiru, and I'm at any other given place, I'll have to follow it online. That does not mean I'm at home because I just felt like today I'm not going to church and let me do the live streaming of the sermon for that day. As well, you might find maybe this person, this youth, may be sick, so they are not able to move from one point to the other and go physically to the church. So the part that comes up with technology, maybe encouraging laziness, I wouldn't go for that. I will defend my points by saying maybe it's just sense of belonging to a certain community. Maybe this one person is not well enough to be able to move to that other point. And also the attachment one has to his or her church.
All right. Okay. Duncan, do you have anything to add on that?
I think he's really brought out the whole idea that technology, it's not anyway encouraging laziness amongst young people, but it's there to enhance the spread of the gospel, in the sense that those factors, either you are sick or you don't have means to go to your usual worship place, you can follow it online for different reasons. Maybe someone who was working overnight, okay, so when they wake up, they're feeling like they're either tired or sleepy. Instead of traveling, they can just rest and then follow up in the evening, perhaps. And then the other thing perhaps I can say is that in the long run, having this, technology or having this material or embedded in our different technology or social media platforms, it also encourages those people with hard to reach population, sort of like people with disabilities, different forms of disability. They're able to get the gospel easily, because like someone who is visually impaired, okay, and they are not able maybe on that day to travel to their usual worship place, they can be able to follow up, using the right aids, okay, that is they are already provided there. So if we have these masses sessions recorded, anyone with any kind of disability, they can be able to access that material and benefit from it.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Maureen, do you cross over to the opposers and
Yes, please.
listen to what they have to say?
Yeah.
Yes, we would just love to hear what you have to say, especially on matters how technology weakens the practice of the Christian faith.
Thank you. I've been waiting for this
Okay.
the longest time. But I wish to pick it up from where my colleague here posed the question to the proposing side on the issue of laziness. I would want to amplify that referring to the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 15, where God created man and then he saw that it was not good for him to be alone, and then he created the woman. This aspect to me sounds like the aspect of community, to be together with people, to be together with fellow Christians. So, you know, Christian faith is not just about me staying at home and following Mass online. It is about me uniting with fellow believers and fellowshipping with them to experience God and to experience the rest of the humanity. And you see, the authenticity of going to Mass is a bit more unique because you feel a bit different. I study at KU, and during COVID we did classes online. And I can assure you many people had challenges because you see, when you log into the class, you leave the phone there. Maybe you have some work to do in the house, you're moving up and down, so you're not able to follow the class. And this also could be the case with this youth who is a bit lazy. He might decide, if somebody is very lazy to go to church, you cannot convince me that this person can stay for 1 hour and 30 minutes to follow a Mass online. For me, that doesn't hold waters. The other issue is about what we call the misinformation that is available online. You find that late last year there was this document from the Holy See, the dicastery of the doctrine of faith, and it was concerning the fiducia supplicans. This document about the blessings of marriages. Now, before even this information got to the parishes, it had already disseminated online, and there was a lot of misinformation revolving in the social media about the synthesis of this document. As much as we are saying that technology is bringing more good, look at this issue of misinformation, misinterpretation of theological concepts. So in the long run, many Christians would feel like the church is promoting something which is not, because maybe they saw a blog or a post from a renowned social media personality, and they end up trusting these sources more than they should trust their clergy. The other thing that I wish to bring about is the issue of God created us to cultivate and to feel the earth. And when you look at technology, it fosters isolation. I can work from home. I don't need to be with people. And then we are supposed to cultivate this world that we are running away from. So how can you cultivate something? How can you work on something that you are running away from? And I wish to pose that question to my colleagues on the other side. Thank you.
I hope you're taking notes, Duncan and Bernstain. Actually, I love whatever you've been able to talk about in some point on the issue affecting the technology part, and thank you very much. And I have a question, I think, to both of you. When we say that some people follow the masses online, because at least right now we're past COVID times, and if you follow the masses online, you don't have that chance to even, receive the Holy Communion. What do you have to say about that?
On matters Holy Communion, in our statement we said it's not encouraging. We have factors that are hindering this person to physically appear in the masses. So if there is at least 1 in 10 who is maybe health-wise, the person is okay and everything, but on their own they just decide to sit back and live stream, that's another case. But for us, on our side, we are advocating for those who have maybe special needs that are making them not to appear physically to them. And for the sick, we know, we are Catholics and we know priests do visit them regularly in the hospitals, and they're able to be given the Holy Communion.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, when we talk about technology, I think the opposers are limiting themselves to the streaming, live streaming. Even using this microphone is technology. And churches are using it. When I hold this microphone, it means I can be able to reach out to a large number of people at once, of which priests all over are using it when they have big churches. That is part of technology. It has enhanced service delivery. Okay. 2, again, we are not saying that technology has come in to replace whatever was happening. That is not our point. Our position is technology has come in to enhance whatever is in existence. Okay? So when you talk about the Pope and the documents are being released, if we did not have like technology, maybe it would have taken years before that document reaches Africa. But right now, Pope can say statement now, and we know it now in Kenya because of technology. And then I'll pose another question to you, Philip. If it were not for technology, would you have studied during the COVID-19 era? Maybe no. Right now you'll be maybe 1 year behind. Thanks to technology. The same things to us as a church. We were able to attend masses. We were able to attend, different services because of technology. So technology is doing us good than bad.
Okay.
And actually, we are not trying to. You had asked the question that we are trying to run away from whatever we are trying to implement. That's not the case, because with the technology, I working from home means I've left another space elsewhere that might create congestion in a way. Plus, it's efficient when we have all the available materials that I need to work from home. So it doesn't mean like if I will work from home, I'm like isolating myself from the rest of the community, in which according to you, it means I'll have to wake up in the morning, go to the office, do some stuff, like associate with my colleague at the workplace and all that. So at some point you need because you'll not work from home forever. There are times you'll physically appear in the offices. So we are not in a way trying to like get away from it.
Okay, all right. Before I think Camilla, you can say something. We have some reaction from our viewers who are following us. And we have Teresia and Jerry tuned from the Nativity of our Lord Kagwe Parish. Thank you, Teresia. We have Jusa Kamiai following the say hi to the team of Healing Invisible Wounds led by Pius. And then we have Joel Allen following live from Gilgil Police Station, Nakuru County. Thank you. We have Nobie, the Gamma. I feel it depends with the individual. So there is his reaction to our conversation today. And we have another person saying, to people who receive the Holy Communion, how do you think of them when following the media masses more on Sunday? This is a pending question to the proposing team. You have to answer that. Okay, and then so I'll make sure you point out that after this. We have Sako from Webuye. Ideological thinking. Technology has literally changed the lookout on Christianity for me as a youth. It is hard to access a physical Bible and even hard for me to carry it to church. On the contrary, it has increased laziness. For example, when I'm going through my Bible, then a notification pops up, my concentration switches off, and coming back to the Bible app is almost impossible because most of us like being amused by social media. And then we have Venanzio Nganga following from Karen. Thank you very much. So I think you've been able to hear some of the reaction from our viewers, starting from the proposing team on the pending issue about receiving Holy Communion. Please make it clear to all viewers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes. I know as a practicing Catholic, it's good and it's part of a mass to receive Holy Communion. But the church also understands in some rare occasions, you may not have that privilege. Okay? And that's why, like, where I fellowship at St. Paul's, at the end, I can't remember the prayer very well, but there is a prayer that you say as you're sitting in your sitting room somewhere, or whether if you're sick in a hospital, there's that prayer that you say, because you have received, but because of the prevailing circumstances, you are not able to receive. There's a prayer you say, and then it's a way, it gives you that grace that someone else who has received. It's almost similar to the same grace that someone who has received a Holy Communion. There's some similarity in a way, but towards the end, the prayer will encourage you, if you can, if you're in a position to always visit your worship place physically, so that you can also get the fellowship through the Holy Communion. Yes, so I can say in rare occasions, okay? But again, look at it differently. When you study the church, actually a church advocates for us to, before you go and receive the Holy Communion, you need to be clean somehow, okay? So what is the rush of you going to receive the Holy Communion if you've not done confession, for example? So you are in church, you've not done confession, you are not receiving. What is the difference between you, the person in church, and the person watching at home?
Okay, I'm laughing because there's a comment here from Julius Kimbo, and he's a bit surprised. Hi, my friend Duncan Makoha Afro is normal, following from St. Paul's University Chapel. Technology is a great asset to the church. So, Maggie, kindly.
I am loving the fact that he has brought about the aspect of confessions. And as we all know, according to the Catholic Church, we have 7 sacraments, one of them being the sacrament of penance or confession. And again, as we all know, it has to be given in person, right? So this is a question to both teams, and I would love to start with the opposers. Yeah, would you, given a chance, if the Pope was here and he asks you, as the young people of Nairobi, would you recommend that confessions be done online, given a chance?
Thank you. I wish to respond to that. And my answer is a definite no, in caps. And this is the reason. You see, confession is a sacred sacrament. It is a sacrament of reconciliation. It starts from that desire, first of all, to seek forgiveness from God. And it is most definite when it's done in a very sacred place, in the confession box. Now you're telling me you want to confess, perhaps you're in your bedroom, you are in your shorts, you're in a vest, and you want to call the priest, for instance, or do a virtual meeting with a priest to ask for confession. For me, that is a bit inappropriate, because you are treating it with a lot of, you're not treating it with the sacredness it deserves. And moving forward, after COVID, we noticed, and it was around the cyberspace, that the number of Christians going to church reduced, because many people preferred, from what the proposers are saying, attending masses online. And I like the fact that they are limiting the circumstances of not going for mass to illnesses and those special occasions that they are talking about. But I would want to know, how about these people who, they just are a bit luxurious. They don't want to go for mass. They are saying, I'm a bit busy, I'm a bit occupied, I have this, I need this. How about those scenarios where it is just ignorance, not particularly these special occasions? Because the special cases have been there. Whether technology was there or not, they have been there. And you cannot tell us that, now because technology is there, the reason why people are not going for mass, they are preferring to go to stream the mass online, is simply because they are sick. For me, that doesn't hold waters, and I wish that they substantiate their claims. The other thing is a sacrament, it deserves that sort of willingness, baptism. When we allow confession, we are also saying that, can we also baptize online? Can we also do the confirmation online? And for me, that is a slippery slope that we don't want to find ourselves in. Lastly, as I pass it over to my colleague, we have noticed that there's this song when I was a bit young. It was sung by students from Chuka University. And it used to say something like, Simu, it's called Simu. And the song, what it says is that despite the good things that technology has brought about, it has been a source of this causes marriages to break. Why? Because when you get to a family, you find that the elder son is in TikTok, the other little boy maybe is in Snapchat, the other sister is doing this and that, the father is doing something else. So you find that even the dad or the mom could be chatting with another person, and it sort of breaks the marriage. Or you go out to pick a call, and in that song it brings out clearly that somebody goes out to pick a phone, or the dad goes out to pick a phone, and then when the wife asks whose phone is that, they say it is a workmate, a guy they are working with. But the lady goes ahead to ask, and why couldn't you pick the phone here if it truly it's somebody you're working with? So you find that this permissiveness, this sort of the growth, the advancement in technology is sort of affecting the unity in families. You find that even families don't pray together, because somebody will say, Why do I need to pray and I can easily go through my phone and, you know, do the prayer? I go read a verse by myself. Why do I need to join you? But in real essence, Christianity is all about the family. They say the family is the first church. So if the family is not united, right there and then, you will not be encouraged to go to church. Because you don't appreciate this communal aspect of the family. And I wish to maybe pass it over to Camila to add something.
Okay, what I can add about that sacrament and confession is that I don't think so. I don't think it is good to be done online, because it seems very disrespectful, because now I can imagine talking to the father that online. It seems very disrespectful, and as our proposal said that they do things online because they are maybe held up somewhere, or so they should just create time and just go for confession, baptism.
Okay, so what you're saying in a nutshell, as the team opposes, is that technology actually undermines the authenticity and the intensity of the Christian faith, and more so the Catholic faith.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Maureen?
Okay, actually, when Philip was giving his remarks about this whole conversation, I think I remember that the song, it's called Vijana ni simu tu kila mahali, something of sort. Maybe we can take a look, or if you have the suggestion or the name, you can recommend to us. I think to you, Bernstain and Duncan, Philip has been able to talk and to mention so many things of which it's happening, and sometimes you may feel it's degrading and, as Camila said, about disrespectful to the Catholic Church and to our faith. What do you have to comment about that? Can this baptism at any point, as much as you're saying we're moving into technology, the world is changing because of technology, can at any point ever baptism, confessions be done through this integration of technology?
I would say
it's a tough one.
If it's penance, I will look at it this way. It's some sort of privacy. We can all agree that, because we have the confession box, it's you and the priest. In rare cases, the priest will touch you. It's by mode of communication, as in we have no physical touching and all that. So given an opportunity, I would say yes. And by this, I mean, looking at like a practical example, I have done something that truly I would want to confess, but I'm not able to face you and tell you whatever is going on. And I believe even in the confession box, the priest does not see whoever is confessing, for the developed churches, that is. So where is the difference between I coming, you're not able to see me, I'm not able to see you, we are communicating, and maybe doing it online. And Duncan mentioned something about discipline. If truly you want to confess and you want to do it virtually, you will sit in a strategic place that's just like you sit for virtual interviews somewhere, strategic, that I'm doing this willingly and I've not been forced to do so, or I'm not playing some sort of games with whatever I'm doing. So given an opportunity, I would say yes. And there's a point we are still battling on, and I would like my friends maybe to think outside the box. We are not limited to the mass communion and all that.
Okay.
We are talking of technology, and maybe I would ask if at all they are not advocating for what the technology has done to this place, then we shouldn't be here, because the information has been able to reach, which you mentioned somewhere far, Webuye.
Yeah, Webuye.
Yes, Webuye, through technology.
Okay.
So, like, if it's not technology, we could have just sat somewhere, and the Capuchin brothers that are here are the ones who could have engaged in the conversation.
All right.
Again, the last point about we are only favoring the disabled, maybe those people with special needs when we talk of technology. I'll advocate for them simply because initially they were not enjoying these privileges.
Okay.
But with the advancement in technology, they're able to enjoy just like I, who walks physically to the church. And matters receiving Holy Communion and all that, and even the Bible being online, not being online. Some of the books are distorted information, have distorted information. Unlike the online where you just search directly for whatever it is you're looking for, and you get it. You'll find someone just scrambling pages from 1 to 2. They're not getting whatever they want. But if I want to read maybe something, I'll just be able to search it on. Even the shortest Bible, the shortest verse in the Bible, I'll just be able to search there, and I get it. And that's how we move about it.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Bernstain, for your insight. And again, because I know time is not on our side, but we have some few reaction still on the same. Kuna mtu ameuliza hapa, what if they hack the confession? Na ina trend Paul from Donholm. So he's worried about his confession being trending. And then we have James Apollo. Technology in our liturgy should be implemented with restraint and in harmony with the original culture of the churches in order to prevent it contaminate the true worship. So I think those are just our final reaction from our viewers. So Maggie, I think you can be able to take our team through, and of course maybe thanking them for making time as they do their takeaway parts. We wind up with our show. Yeah,
I'm just loving the very final comment that you have read from James Apollo, because I know him is one of our church members and is a computer scientist. So he definitely had to comment. Yes. So other than that, mine is just to thank you all for this very vibrant discussion that we've had. Indeed, technology brings both opportunities and challenges, and we've been able to discuss them in broad length. Maybe Maureen, with the guidance of our producers and our director, we can have another session to discuss this, because because I'm seeing they still have very burning points.
We haven't exhausted.
We haven't exhausted it, but then let us continue to engage in thoughtful dialogue, seek wisdom from our faith traditions, and approach the intersection of technology and spirituality with discernment and grace. So to our proposers and to our opposers, asanteni sana and karibuni tena Capuchin TV.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I think I can give you some very few seconds or even less than 1 minute to say something as your parting shot, starting with Duncan.
For me, is to say that technology is here to enhance and complement whatever is being done by the church. And also in line with the environmental conservation, we can save the pages that are used to print the Bible and have the Bible online. Thank you.
Okay. I guess Bernstain.
Okay, as for me, what I would say, technology, just like Duncan has said, is here to amplify whatever is happening that we do not know of, like at the grassroots level. So what I would urge is, let's use technology in the right way, the way it's supposed to be used, and everything will be okay.
All right, I guess to our opposers team, you're starting with you, Camila. What do you have to say?
Okay, what I can say is that, yes, technology has been brought to make our work easier, but still, we have to consider some things, since you can see it has limitation. So maybe we pray, and have a dialogue so that we can see how we can improve.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Camila. Yes, Philip?
Thank you so much. I think I'll part short with a quote by C.S. Lewis, an Anglican theologian who died in 1963. He says, and I quote, that as we are growing more and more stronger in technology, we are growing weaker and weaker in certain aspects. And which the certain aspects I would want to bring out are some of the, what we call the censorship. We need to censor this content that is going online so that we will avoid misinformation. Then the other thing is about, we need to train people about digital literacy, which we are falling short. So as these people, they're telling us that we need to embrace technology, we also need to train people so that we can enhance inclusivity, which is the bottom of our faith, the Catholic faith, which is universal. Thank you so much, and it was nice being here.
Thank you very much to the Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds, and to all of you can be able to follow them on their pages. They have lots to share with you in terms of mental health and so many other topics. So thank you very much for making time and for being here. And to CAPUCHIN TV crew, that is Anthony Mulama, we have Joel, we have Eric Otieno, Peter Mwangi, we have Justus Okari, and Venanzio Nganga. May God bless you, and see you next Wednesday, as usual, to our conversation, and keep it firmly faith. My name is Maureen Kimani, and my co-host has been Amagi Maina. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Yo, what's up, my guys? Jenny was say the wait is finally over.
Yeah, and CAPUCHIN TV brings you exciting news for the youth this year 2024 with a youth program called
Form Ni Faith. In this particular program, we will be bringing you Bible trivias.
We have discussions. We have talent show for those ones who love to showcase their talents, like singing.
I do what I can while I care for my people.
Modeling,
oral narratives, spoken words.
Hey, stop walking while I'm talking. Nataka kuji-express, at least nitoe stress. Even if I can smile, it's only for a while. Yesu anakudai, that's why he accepted to die on the cross, to remove your dilemma and to give you a new direction.
Catch us on every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only at CAPUCHIN TV.
You can also get the repeat shows every Wednesday from 7 p.m. again only on CAPUCHIN TV. And remember,
if you would love us to come and cover your event, you can contact us on 0717-424-866. Form New Faith with your favorite host, Maureen Kimani.
And I, Maggie Maina.
Come all to enjoy in Christ.
Este mes quiero contarles una historia que es un reflejo de la iglesia de hoy. Es la historia de un testimonio de fe poco conocido. Visitando un campo de refugiados en Lesbos, un hombre me dijo: Padre, yo soy musulmán. Mi mujer era cristiana. Llegaron los terroristas a nuestro país, nos miraron y nos preguntaron nuestra religión. Vieron a mi mujer con el crucifijo y le dijeron que lo tirara al suelo. Ella no lo hizo y la degollaron delante de mí. Histórico. Y sé que él no tenía rencor. Se centraba en el ejemplo de amor de su mujer. Un amor a Cristo que la llevó a aceptar y ser leal hasta la muerte. Hermanos, hermanas, siempre habrá mártires entre nosotros. Es la señal de que vamos por el camino correcto. Una persona que sabe me decía que hay más mártires hoy que al inicio del cristianismo. El coraje de los mártires, el testimonio de los mártires es una bendición para todos. Oremos para que quienes en diversas partes del mundo arriesgan su vida por el Evangelio contagien a la iglesia su valentía, su impulso misionero. Y abiertos a la gracia del martirio.
Are you tired of dead-end jobs? Feeling stuck without a career path? It is time to take control of your future. St. Kizito Vocational Training Institute, your one-stop destination for technical courses since 1994, has got a solution for you.
And the aim of the school was to take care of the young people from the marginalized areas of Nairobi who had finished school or they had dropped out of school, and they did not have their parents didn't have maybe money to take them to university and other colleges. A number of them also were out of school, drop out of school because of effects of drugs. So to help them not to engage in other form of things that are not useful to their life, like maybe criminality and all these things.
Owned by the Catholic Archdiocese of Nairobi, we have bagged 30 years of empowering unemployed youth from marginalized communities, churning out thousands job creators to the market.
We have a number of courses: electrical, electronics, motor vehicle mechanics, plumbing and metalwork, carpentry and cabinet making, catering, hair and beauty, and computer. We also offer short courses: defensive driving, programmable logical controls, that is automations, and solar.
Reap maximum benefits from our spacious departments, fully fledged with state-of-the-art tools for practical learning.
Our school has been involved mostly in what we call the dual training. Dual training is what people are calling the cabinet-based education. We started this way back in 1994. So we have been following this model of dual training, where students study in school and they go to the industry. So it's like they alternate industry and school. So this is what has made our school to excel, because most of the students who have followed this model, especially the ladies, they have really succeeded very well. Maybe within 6 months, someone is able to finish the course and start working. So we are encouraging more young people to join our courses.
Whether you dropped out of school at any level or looking to upgrade your skills, St. Kizito Vocational Training Institute has got a course for you.
Our requirements: we accept students from all levels of education. Those who have finished class 8, they have a place in our school. Those who have dropped high school, they have a place in our school. And those who have finished high school and they want to pursue their careers in technical courses, we have a place for them. You know, he's from Sudan, and from southern Sudan, and I think he has not reached the level of the Kenya education, but he's here studying. You know, and that's what we were saying. We have also this program, the dual training, where students study in school and they go to the industry. So when you go to the industry, you are more exposed. and you discover your potential. So the school is very open. It's very open for anybody who wants to study. We accommodate them.
From automotive engineering to culinary arts and other technical courses, there is something for everyone at St. Kizito VTI.
The reason why I chose carpentry is because there's not a lot of people who do carpentry, especially for the girls, and it actually has a huge market. Yes, because first I was inspired to carpentry through interior design.
Through?
Interior design. So
Italian design, the company.
Interior
design.
Interior design. It is also related to carpentry. It's almost the same field. So I decided to just do it wholly because that is also a ground.
And the best part, low fees for quality training. It is never too late to pursue your dreams.
Since you want to demonstrate on nature. Pressure. We do exams, NITA exams, and as you know, NITA, anybody can book exams and do the NITA exams. And also we have the NEC, Kenya National Examination Council exams. So those who have finished high school and maybe they want to start a journey in technical education, they have a place in our school.
Give yourself the chance to rebuild your career path with ease. Enroll in a course of your choice today. Visit our headquarters nestled along Mwihoko Road in Githurai, Kimbo, Nairobi County.
So we have two branches. The main branch is here in Githurai, Kimbo. And we have a branch in Roysambu, TRM Drive, behind the Jewel Complex.
For inquiries, call our main campus on 0724 238 716 or our Roysambu branch on 0724 253 547 or email info@stkizito.ac.ke. You can also visit our website at www.stkizito.com.
So we welcome all of you to St. Kizito. I promise you that many have passed through this education and they are working, they are enjoying, and they don't regret.
St. Kizito Vocational Training Institute, where you discover how to love work.